Yeah, I got confused because I got another email saying the vision board thing was tonight.
Because when the things are edited, I don't know how to explain it. Like the emails are automatically set when she creates the events, and when I go in and change something, I don't necessarily tell her. Um, so
Okay.
that's why.
Yeah, I figured I'd
That's really
try
cool.
anyway, so here we are. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. So here are the categories. I'm going to share my screen so that we have them because we've done this once before and we did treasure maps, and these I actually really like these. So let me see if I can share. Okay. So do you remember these categories when we did back? This is April of 2022. We did the treasure maps with the Aries new moon. It was a workshop.
Right, I remember that.
Okay. So these were the categories. And what I did was I had made a board for each of these categories. I want us to use these categories to create our vision board for 2024. So it's wealth and prosperity, fame and reputation, love and marriage, health and ancestors, health and center, children and creativity, knowledge and self cultivation, career and life path, helpful people and travels. So this had come from like a feng shui board where it's very specifically aligned to bring the things into your life based on where it's located on the vision board. So what I had done when we made this is I created one board for each of these 12 things, and I actually like wallpapered a whole wall with it because I could. I'm going to do this again for 2024 because I have a whole wall in my office, and I feel like that was really helpful for me having this, which is how I had the 2023 that I had, which looks really crazy, but you know, the long game is that it probably changed my life in a lot of really beautiful ways. Um, so I feel like I want to come back to this. So did you start collecting pictures already?
No, I have images in my head, but no, I didn't.
So what I would do is take a screenshot. Like I'm gonna take a photo with my phone of these categories. And then as I'm making my board, I'm going to be able to use these. The first thing that I want us to think about is what are some potential words for 2023, 2024 rather, that you will have. I'm going to
Right.
stop this. Yeah. What are some potential words? I'm going to put some in the chat that I'm going first.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I like that. Discipline is a big one.
It sure is.
I feel like it's going to be flourish. I feel like that's the word that I have, but downsize. That's a good one. Minimize.
Yeah, minimize is probably a better way to say it.
Yeah. Okay. So when you choose a word, you can start thinking about creating your board around that word. So, like, if I'm looking at, if my word is flourish and I'm looking at wealth and prosperity, what does that look like if I'm flourishing? Fame and reputation, what does that look like if I'm flourishing? Love and marriage, what does that look like if I'm flourishing? So, using your word, whatever your word is going to be, to help create like some cohesiveness in your board.
Got it.
And I'm just going to choose one for each for right now, just so that I can have a complete thing within the hour.
Interestingly enough, now I'm on an old computer. It's just showing me all my recent jams, and I'm not seeing where to create a new jam.
On the bottom right, there's a plus sign.
Oh, okay, got you. Thank you.
Yeah. I just went through the same thing. And then when you remember how to do the images?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pause the recording just so that people can take their time as they need. I'll just end the recording.
Okay. All right.
I'm ready.
So silly, some of these things. All right. So this corner here is wealth and prosperity. That's like a monopoly money bag and a money tree and a bunch of euros because now that I also have a European citizenship, I'd like to sort of use that somehow. For fame and reputation, I guess I'd like to be, these are just words that represent what I'd like to be known for: joy, peace, happiness, love, kindness. This is for love and marriage. It's so funny. I looked for an image for open heart and they showed like surgeries. So this is like an open heart, sort of waiting for the key to be put in.
Okay.
There's peonies. Um, represents health and ancestors because I love to look to nature for health. And my grandmother was like a major gardener and green flowers.
Mhm.
This yogi position is sort of health and center.
Okay.
I'd like to get back on with my practice. The camera represents creativity. I didn't do anything yet for children. I don't have children. I have children in my life, but I would look for their pictures.
Mhm.
Uh, the journal represents self cultivation and maybe more knowledge of self. Scroll down. I can't. Anyway, this Matterhorn
Mhm.
career and life path. I'm not really looking for a career, but I would like my life path to involve being sort of involved with outdoors and nature as much as possible.
Mhm.
And I didn't have anything for helpful people, but the beach. I don't know. Can you see that?
Yes.
Just represents travel, as does this. This doubles
Yeah.
because I do want to go back to Switzerland this summer. I just have to swing it because it's going to be a lot more expensive than last year. And I like to go to the Caribbean or some beautiful beach at least once a year. And
There's
I
always home swaps. I have to find out the names of the sites. So you could do like a home swap with someone where someone comes to New York and gets your apartment and you get their apartment in Switzerland.
yeah, that would be good, but that involves so the minimizing and downsizing. Like when you came this summer, like like my closets were all jam packed. It wasn't really conducive for like a home swap in a way. I mean, it was you and we know each other. That's different.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
somebody also gave me a website of house and dog sitting.
Mhm.
I haven't checked out. I might check that out too.
That's not a bad idea.
Some of the things, with the exception of, I still have to find uh, helpful people and something about kids.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be. It could be inner child. It could be just creativity like your own because I didn't do anything with kids.
That's great. That's a great idea. So that's
Okay.
my beginning of my jam board.
Beautiful.
Let me stop.
Okay, I will share mine. How do I where do I go? Share screen. Chrome tab. Okay. So here's mine. It's not the most attractive thing in the world. But I did it all in spots, I think. There we are. Okay, so my goal is before the end of 2024, I'm going to officially retire from the DOE instead of being in this like limbo place that I live on
Nice.
leave without pay. I would really like to get to a place where I officially retire and I have insurance and I don't have to do this back and forth anymore. I would love like a legit magazine interview. Doesn't necessarily have to be Forbes, but I got one for Yoga Magazine last year and I didn't really like it. Like I want like a legitimate one. When I think about love and marriage, I really just want someone to travel the world with. Just because it would make my life easier to not have to do it by myself. Wackis, what can I do for you? You heard me talking, so now you need things. What can I do? Yoda? I'll throw you. Um, you've got to be kidding. So I put my Italian passport because I would really like for ancestor purposes to be able to get going back and get my great grandmother's birth certificate from her village in Italy, which is why we're going to Tuscany. And get my Italian citizenship. That's a goal. For health and center, I would like to be able to tie my shoes again. So that's why I have that one. Sorry, forgive me. Gizmo, you really have to let me live. Like this is crazy that you torture me this way every time I'm working. Okay. And for creativity, I really want to take up pottery and like also with like dexterity in my hands. Like that's something that I've always wanted to do. And as soon as I get hands back, that's gonna be the first thing that I do. My therapist told me that as far as like evolution goes, I've done all the things cognitively I possibly could do, and that it's time to like start doing some subconscious work. So she's the one who suggested that I get a transcendental meditation certification. So that's what I'm going to be working on in the beginning of January. I really want to do a TED Talk. So as far as like career path, like I want to do more speaking things. Forgive me, but guess
That's
it's
all right. I know how it goes.
really drop it. And then this last one, travel. That is Umbria. So that's where we're going in Italy, and that's like I really want to spend all of my time this year prepping really well for this retreat. So it's the best one I've ever done.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think that all of these things are very achievable. Like I usually like pie in the sky things, and I think I'm trying to make my life a little bit simpler. Um, yeah,
It was fun.
yeah.
On my last one, most of the things I put on it came to fruition.
For last year,
Yeah, with the exception of the two men, but that's
mm,
okay because I really
yeah,
am not ready for that.
yeah,
Nor do I crave it really,
I know.
which is okay. Like my friends are all like, you should be on Bumble, this, that, and this. I'm like, I'm good.
Bumble's the worst.
Yeah, all
The
of that, in my opinion. I'm just like,
yeah,
nah.
yeah. Okay, well, this was fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, and it gets us to start thinking about 2024 and all the fun things we're going to be doing. So that brings me joy. And
So
now you get
thanks
to have your
for
whole Saturday.
yeah, enjoy your karaoke party.
Thank you so much.
All
Have an
right.
awesome weekend. See you tomorrow night.
Yep.
All right. Peace.
Ciao.